Let's get this hospital bag packed. It's low toxic. Put together her nappy caddy. For clothes, I'm packing. Hello my loves, I hope that you are having a wonderful day, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And welcome to part 2 of the nesting vlogs. If you haven't already watched part 1, I will link that one up here for you and pop it in the description box. But basically in part 1, I just washed and put away all of baby girl's clothes and organised her dresser. So we've still got a few things to do before baby girl arrives. I am now 37 weeks pregnant. Well, tomorrow I'm 37 weeks pregnant. So we're really getting to the tail end now. I need to start wrapping everything up just in case baby girl decides to make her debut a little bit early. I don't think she will. I'm a first time mum. I'm fully expecting to go over, but equally you just never know with these little things. So we really need to start wrapping everything up just in case. So on my agenda for the next couple of days, the most important tasks that I need to do are pack our hospital bags, so mine and Bob's and Lucas's. We need to get those packed ASAP just in case. I'm going to start to put together the little diaper caddies for our room and lounge room, set up a couple things like our bottle station and stuff like that. So I really want to get my hospital bag packed today, but I'm just waiting for a couple things to finish in the washing machine. I'm like washing a couple of the new like nighties and undies and stuff that I bought like that for postpartum, and they're just in the washing machine at the moment, so I just have to wait for them to finish washing and drying before I pack that. So I'm going to start by setting up her little bottle station slash bottle washing station. So we got this bottle washer and sanitizer, very kindly gifted to us by my father. We are planning on bottle feeding her, so this thing will come in very handy, I'm sure. So the intention for this thing obviously is for it to go in the kitchen because that's where you wash everything up, but it needs to be connected to both power and be near a sink for it to drain. And the issue is with our kitchen, our sink is on the island bench which doesn't have a power point on it, and also we just don't really have the room in our kitchen. It already feels quite small and cluttered, so we didn't really want another appliance on the bench. So I'm gonna see how it looks and play around. I don't know if this is final, but we're thinking of putting it in our bathroom. Now the thought process behind this is our kitchen is downstairs, our bedrooms are upstairs, and the main bathroom that I'm currently in is also upstairs, literally like right next to our bedroom. So I just thought having this up here near the bedrooms, both our bedroom and the nursery, would be really convenient because we can just like quickly pop in here, wash the bottles, or like quickly pop in here to grab bottles when we need them and stuff like that. And there's like a power point and a sink. So a bit weird to keep this in the bathroom, I know, but we're gonna see how it goes anyway. So the bottle washer is the Bottle Washer Clean Pal Pro from Mum Cozy. It's the next day now. Pregnancy really got to me yesterday and I just did not have the energy to do anything else, but we're here again and we're gonna finish it off. So bottle washer is all set up. Now I've got these two little drawer things. I got these from Kmart like a year ago or something like that. We used to use them in our fridge, but we don't use them anymore. So I thought I would see how they go in here. I'm thinking of putting them right there to store the bottles in. These are the bottles that we're going with, the soft touch bottles from Pigeon. Had lots of recommendations for these, so I thought we'd start with these and see how we go. I've only got 6 for now. I do have another 2 on the way, and we may potentially even need to get more, because I'm sure we'll go through a lot of bottles in a day. But we're just going to start with 8 and see how we go, because we can always duck out to the shops once she's here. Okay, so this drawer is a little bit squishy, so that's probably not going to work if we get any more bottles, but I think in this one there's room for at least like 3 more bottles, but maybe the lids can just stay out. I don't know, we'll see. I'm sure that once she is here and I start to learn what it is to be a mother and learn the new flow of things and everything, I'm sure this will all change and adapt. But that is that for now. I'm not gonna sterilize any of her bottles yet, because I think, if I remember correctly, they only stay sterile for like 24 hours. So we'll obviously sterilize those once we come home. But that is all set up for now. All right, let's get this hospital bag packed. So I just want to start this off by saying, obviously I'm a first-time mum. I have never had a baby before. I've never had to pack and use a hospital bag before. So obviously I have no clue what I'm doing. So I'm obviously not showing you guys what I'm packing as a here is what you should pack to. I just want to share what I am packing. So with that said, let's start packing. I've made up some checklists for mine, baby girl, and Lucas's hospital bag, and I have essentially just gone through and written down everything that I think I'm gonna need based off of my research. And then I've got what the item is, and then I've got packed, pack on day, and notes. And I'm gonna like cross off if it's packed, or if it's something that we need to pack on the day. I'm gonna like highlight pack on day so that we know that it's not yet packed, but it needs to be packed at the last minute before we head to the hospital. So I got some of these 3-piece packing cubes from Kmart, and I'm gonna use these to pack everything into so that I can kind of have some sort of order to the bag instead of just having everything chucked in there and then having it be really hard to rummage through and find everything. So it's just like 3 of these like bags that look like this, and they zip up. So I don't even know where to begin. I'm gonna start out with my labouring essentials. So I'm gonna have one of these dedicated to everything that I'm gonna want to easily access whilst I'm in labour, so that I can have this sitting on top, so that again we don't have to like rummage through to like find something. We can just quickly grab this out and all of my labouring essentials will be in there. So first up, we've got our trusty old tens machine. I just hired this one from L10s, so I've got this for like 6 weeks or something like that. So I'm planning on using this as my main form of pain management. So chuck that in there. And then I've also bought the birth combs. So I just got the ones from Bubba Bump. They look like this. So I got 2 of those, 1 per hand. Okay, essential oils. So I am gonna try and somewhat use a little bit of aromatherapy. So I've got lavender oil to promote relaxation, clary sage, which is supposed to promote stronger contractions to have more efficient labor, I guess, and then peppermint oil. Apparently this is really useful for if you start to feel kind of nauseous whilst you're laboring. Apparently peppermint oil is really good for that. So I've got those 3 essential oils, and then I'm also just packing some cotton pads to use alongside the essential oils. So I don't think they'll have like a diffuser or anything there for me to put the essential oils in, and some people put some of the essential oil on their wrists, but I've also heard some people say don't do that, because if you all of a sudden can't stand the smell of the essential oil, you're going to want to get it away from you ASAP. So my plan is to use the cotton pads and put the essential oils on there and like sniff them, and then if I don't want to smell it anymore, I can just chuck it away and the smell will be gone. So packing some of those to use with the essential oils. And then to make the hospital room nice and vibey, I bought these battery operated candles from Kmart. I'm going to chuck it in there, and I've got the batteries here. I feel like I should probably chuck the batteries in now. I'm going to chuck the other batteries in there as well, just in case I happen to be in labour for a long time and the batteries run out. And then I've got a bunch of hair ties. I'm going to put them with the rest of my toiletries, but I'm going to make sure there is at least one hair tie in here just in case I need it. I probably will already have my hair tied up in a scrunchie or something like that, but I'll have an extra hair tie just in case. Oh, and then I should probably put with that, so I've got this nightie that I got from Kmart that's nice and lightweight, and I plan on labouring in this because, you know, lightweight, comfy, nice, easy access at the bottom for obvious reasons. So that's what I plan on wearing while I'm in labour, so I should probably put that in here. Oh, and also I've got a face washer that I'm going to pack in there. My plan is to try and prevent or minimize tearing. I'm going to have warm water on this and like hold it against my perineum. That's what I'm planning on doing. They might already have something like this at the hospital. I don't really know, but I'm going to pack one just in case they don't. Okay, now for clothes. I've got this pair of long sleeve pajamas. I will also pack a pair of short sleeve PJs as well, because in Queensland April can still be pretty hot at times, so I will also pack a pair of short PJs, but the ones that I want to pack I'm still wearing most nights at the moment, so I'll obviously have to pack that closer to the time. 2 pairs of socks, and then 4 underwear. Sorry if this is weird showing you, they haven't been worn, so I don't really care. I specifically bought these undies for postpartum because they're like very full coverage, hopefully comfy, so should be good for postpartum. They're just like the cotton full brief underwear or something like that from Kmart. So I've got 5 pairs of those, probably completely overkill. Like I doubt I'm gonna need every single one of these in hospital, but it came in a pack of 5 and they don't really take up much space, so I don't really care. I'm just gonna pack all of them. And then I've got this little lightweight comfy robe that I can chuck on. Probably gonna regret the fact that this is white because I'll probably get blood or something on it, but this is the only robe thing that I have and I don't want to go out and buy a new robe just for this, so we'll go with that one. And then for clothes I will also pack 2 comfy outfits. So this dress that I'm wearing right now, I'll probably pack this because it's really comfy and easy to chuck on, and then something else. I'll probably live in my PJs, but for like when we go home I might want to get into normal clothes, so I'll pack 2 sets of comfy clothes, but we'll pack that closer to the time because I've still got like 3 weeks until I'm supposed to go into labour, so I don't want to pack my favourite clothes away yet. So I'll pack them closer, and then I'll also pack my comfy maternity bras that I've been using, but again I want to continue to use those, so I'll pack those closer to the date. And then I think that is all clothing wise. And then I've got a packet of the disposable maternity underwear and also a packet of maternity pads. Don't know which one I'm going to use between those two. I guess it depends how much I end up bleeding, but I'll pack both. And then I'm bringing the Soothing Postpartum Recovery wipes from Bubba Bump. Apparently these are really soothing to use down there when you're all inflamed and sore and everything like that. So bringing a pack of those, and then I've also got my Peri bottle to use down there. I think they potentially give you one at the hospital. I'm not really sure. I heard very mixed things. I heard a lot of people say that they do give you one at the hospital, but I think those people were in America, and I can't remember if I saw anyone in Australia say that they give you one, so I'm bringing my own just in case. Oh, and I'm also, this should have gone with the labour essentials, but it wouldn't have fit in there anyway. I'm also bringing this heat pack in case I want to use it on my lower back or something like that during contractions. See if that helps. I think that's all I can pack in my bag for now. So things that I still have to pack that I'll pack on the day is my short sleeve PJs, my maternity bras, 2 pairs of comfy clothing, our phone chargers. We got one of the really long phone chargers from Kmart that are like 3 meters or something like that. So we got one of those, so we'll pack those because we're obviously still using those. My little slippers, my birth plan and everything, that's all in this folder here. I've got like everything related to birth paperwork wise here, so like my birth plan, my medical folder, I've got like a printout of some birthing positions, that's all in there, and that can go there. My AirPods, my camera. I'm planning, we'll see, planning on trying to film a birth vlog, so we'll grab my camera and tripods and everything like that on the day. And then the exercise ball, so I obviously can't pack that in my bag, so we're just going to make sure that we grab that on the day. And then something I still need to go to the shops and buy so that I can pack it is a bunch of snacks and stuff like that for labour to keep myself fueled. So I'm just going to go out and get a bunch of like protein bars and lollies and chocolates, and then some like coconut waters and maybe some Powerades and stuff like that to give myself electrolytes as well to keep me going whilst I'm in labour. But I think that is me done for now, so we can move on to baby's hospital bag. Alright, now for baby girl's hospital bag slash will just be her nappy bag moving forward. I'm using this bag from Kmart. It's the quilted nappy bag. She's very cute, and I've also heard lots of mums say that it's just really good and practical. So this is what we're going with. It's got a little portable change mat, and then lots and lots of little compartments in there and compartments on the side, everything like that. So obviously packing a thing of wipes and nappies. I'm stressed trying to think about how many nappies to pack. I know that newborns go through a lot of nappies, but I'm like, I don't know how many days we're going to be there for. I imagine like if everything goes well, like 1 night at most, but what if we end up being there for longer? I don't know. So I've just grabbed a stack of nappies. There's 16 nappies here. I don't know, we'll see how we go. And then for clothes, I'm packing 4 of these long sleeve zip up onesies. So I've got 4 of those in the newborn size, and then I'm also bringing one in the 5-0 like tiny baby, premature baby size, just in case she happens to come out small. And then I've got 2 short sleeve onesies in case it's hot, 2 singlets, 2 pairs of sockies, and a little beanie. And I think that's all for clothes that I'm packing for her. And then I'm packing 1 of the Love to Dream sleep sacks, 1 jersey wrap swaddle thingy, whatever you call it, 2 muslin wraps, 2 of these terry towels. These are just what we're going to be using for like birth cloths and just to keep things clean and wipe things up in general. So 2 of those, a pack of scented nappy bags, and then I've also just got a roll of small rubbish bags. I've obviously got these for the nappies, like dirty nappies to go in, but I also just wanted to have some like slightly bigger bags in case we have any like big blowouts or these get disgusting or whatever. I could just like chuck everything in a rubbish bag to stop it contaminating everything else that is in here and making it all gross. Okay, I think that's everything that's going in for now. And then we'll also pack some dummies and some bottles, but I still need to sterilize those, so not going to pack those just yet. I think for now that is baby girl's hospital bag done. I'm sure that there are things that I haven't thought of yet that I should pack that I'm gonna probably keep thinking of and adding in over the next couple weeks, but for now this is what we're rolling with. If you think there is anything that is like truly essential that I have forgotten, please feel free to let me know. I'm obviously just a first time mum. I got no clue what I'm doing. I just had a realization I need to put nappy cream in here. But yeah, if it's anything that you think that would be very helpful for me or Lucas or Bub to pack in our hospital bag, then please let me know. I am all ears. I'm not concerned with overpacking, to be honest. I know that people are like, here's my extremely bare minimum essential hospital bag. I personally would rather be over prepared. I don't mind packing too much. I would rather have things and not use them. As my mum would always say, better to have and not need than need and not have. So yeah, I'm not concerned with trying to be like minimalistic when it comes to packing our hospital bags. Anything that there is a slight possibility that I will need, I will happily pack it. Alright, it's a couple days later now, and today's task is I'm going to put together her nappy caddy. So the nappy caddy that I am using is just this one from Kmart. I think it's just called the large nappy caddy or something like that. She's very cute and aesthetic, got lots of little compartments, lots of space to store things on the outside. So this is what we're going with. Alright, now first things first, and arguably the most important thing, some nappies. This is the brand of nappies that we are starting off with. It's a low tox option. Heard lots of great things, so we'll see how she goes. Obviously every baby is different, so we've got a couple others to try if we don't like these. A thing of wipes, some nappy bags. Gonna put a couple of like health related things in this little section here, so chuck her little thermometer in there, some nasal spray, Infocol, and then in here is her little electric snot sucker thing to suck her little boogers out. So we'll chuck that in there for easy access. And then some nappy cream. So this is the nappy cream that we're going with from Willeta, the calendula nappy cream. Heard really good things about this stuff and it's low toxic, so we'll chuck some of that in there. And then I'm going to chuck in 2 of these terry towel nappies. So I'm going to keep these all around the house. These are just what we're going to use to like clean up messes and to use as like a burp cloth and all that kind of stuff. So I'll chuck 2 of those in there. And then 2 of these little long sleeve zip up onesies just in case we need to change her in the middle of the night. And then 1 of these Love to Dream sleep sacks, again in case we need to change her in the middle of the night, in case she has a blowout or something like that. Okay, I think that's that for now. Gonna try and keep it relatively simple. I'm sure I'll add or remove things from this as we go, but this is the nappy caddy that's going to go in our bedroom next to our bed to use overnight time. Oh, and I almost forgot, but I might also chuck some of these in there. So these puppy training pads, I'm planning on putting these underneath her sheet on her bassinet. So we've got like a waterproof mattress protector for the mattress, but then just to make it a little bit easier at night time, I'm going to do mattress protector and then put one of these down and then her sheet over the top, so that if we have a leakage we can hopefully just pull the sheet off, pull this off, and then chuck new ones on instead of having to also change the mattress protector. So I should probably chuck a couple of these in there. And these also just might be handy for changing her on the bed over night time as well, if we want to just quickly grab one of these out and chuck them down when we're changing her nappy over night time, so that we don't get any pee or poop on our bed. Just gonna try and chuck these in the side. Okay, now I think we're done. Alright, I'm in our lounge room now. Since our house is 2-story, I wanted to also have a little nappy changing station downstairs, just to make life a little bit easier if we're ever downstairs and need to change her nappy. We don't have to go upstairs to get all the supplies and whatever. So I was tossing up making another little caddy for down here, but then I thought, just to keep it a little bit less cluttered, I could just clear out one of these drawers and chuck her stuff in here. Okay, so all I'm going to chuck in here is some nappies, some wipes, 2 little long sleeve zip up onesies again to change her into if we need to, some of the puppy pee pads again in case we want to put those down when we're changing her, and then a couple of the terry towels.